صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل على محمد انتجبه لولايته واختصه برسالته وأكرمه بالنبوة أمينا على غيبه ورحمة للعالمين. الصلاة والسلام على محمد وآله وعليهم السلام. اللهم صل على محمد. لا سيما بقية الله في الأراضين الذي يملأ الأرض قسطا وعدلا كما ملأت ظلما وجورا. ولعنة الله على أعدائهم ومخالفيهم ومنكريهم ومنكر فضائلهم من الآن إلى قيام يوم الدين. أوصيكم عباد الله بتقوى الله وأخوفكم من عقابه فإن الله ينجي من اتقاه. I advise myself and you to be pious, fear Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala. Indeed, Allah saves those who fear Him from the hellfire on the Day of Judgment. Please have last salawat for Imam Mahdi. The martyrdom of Sayyidatu Nisa al-Alameen Fatimatu Zahra Salamullah alayha is approaching. As you know, there are three more famous narrations in regards to when she was martyred. One is 40 days after the demise of the Holy Prophet, another is 75 days, and the third one is 95 days after the martyrdom of the Holy Prophet. So the 3rd of Jamadi, which is this Thursday coming, will be 95 days after the martyrdom of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And it is commemorated as the Fatimiyya, or the days of Shahada, the martyrdom of Lady Fatimah Zahra salamullah alayha. Our sixth Imam said in a hadith that إن فاطمة مكثت بعد رسول الله 75 يوما. Fatima stayed alive 75 days after Rasulullah. Now this hadith has the word 70, 75. 5 means 5 and 70 means 70, right? But if you take off the dots, you won't be able to read that. You might read it as 90, and that would make it 90. So that's where one of the differences comes, whether it's 75 days or 95 days after the demise of Rasulullah. Now, unfortunately, Fatimiyya, I have to say that it is not commemorated properly in our communities, our Islamic centers, amongst us Shias. Usually you find the Shias in the Islamic centers in the month of Ramadan and Muharram mostly, and the other days that we commemorate or celebrate, we don't find them usually, unfortunately, in the centers. Now, one of the occasions in the Islamic calendar that has to be commemorated is the Fatimiyya. Unfortunately, we don't commemorate it because we don't know the importance of this day. We don't know the importance of this event. Fatimiyya, the Shahada of Fatimah Zahra Salamullah alayha, is the scale of Haqq and Batil. The scale of Haqq and Batil. If you want to find the truth, where is the Haqq and where is the Batil, where is falsehood, you have to come and sit in the Majlis of Fatimiyya. You have to promote the Majalis of Fatimiyya to understand Haqq and Batil. For Muharram, even non-Shias will attend. But Fatimiyya is different. Fatimiyya makes that line between Haqq and Batil. It is mentioned that once Allamat al-Amini radwanullah ta'ala alayh, one of our great scholars, who wrote the great book of Al-Ghadir, he was in Mecca once and he was invited by the Sunni scholars to a gathering. He said, well, I do accept your invitation, just one condition, no discussions. They knew Allama, they knew that he's written the great book of Al-Ghadir. So he said, I will come to this gathering, just no discussions. So they accepted it and he came to the gathering. At the end of that gathering, they said, Allama, let's say just one hadith. We go around, we're all scholars, just say a hadith and we go around, just one hadith. So they started saying one hadith, one by one. And when it got to Allama Amini, radwanullah ta'ala alayh, he said that I will tell you a hadith. And I want you to accept or verify its authentication, whether it's authentic or not. I said, okay, go ahead. He said, قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم من مات ولم يعرف إمام زمانه مات ميتة جاهلية. Whoever dies without having an imam has died as death of ignorance. Is it sahih or not? Everyone agree? Totally. This is a hadith and not only Shias, but also the Sunnis have narrated this. He said, okay, now I just have one question. And I beg you to answer that question for me. Please tell me, who was the Imam of Sayyidatun Nisa al-Alami, Fatima al-Zahra, salamullah alayha? Just one question. According to this hadith, everyone should have an Imam. And everyone obviously has to be loyal to his Imam. Just tell me, who was the Imam of Fatima? They all put their heads down, not answering it. To the question, I said, what happened? What's the answer? They said, Allama, we don't know what to say. If we say that she did not have an Imam, she did not recognize her Imam, we must say that, na'udhu billah, mata mitatan jahiliyyah, that she died as death of ignorance, which we cannot say. Definitely we cannot say. If we say that her Imam was Abu Bakr, how can we say that? Well, Bukhari says in his Sahih, ماتت وهي ساخطة عليهما. She left this role while being angry at those two, meaning Abu Bakr and Umar. How can a person, a Muslim, loyal Muslim, be angry at his or her Imam? وهي ساخطة عليهما. That's why we say, brothers, Fatimiyya is very important to us. Fatimiyya is a time that we draw that line between haqq and batil. Fatimiyya is not just about a story, a tragic story. No. Some people come and say, come on, Shaykh, you just talk about history. Fatimiyya is about a tragic story. You know, if it happened, we mourn. It's something done. What does it have to do with our daily life today? It's not just about a tragic story in the history of mankind. No. It's about the haqq and batil. If you want to know whether you have to pray while putting your hands down or putting your hands on your chest, if you want to know how to pray, how to fast, you need to know what is the source of Islam. Today, if you want to know what is happening, to know whether your source of learning are Ahlul Bayt, the Imams, or the companions. Which one? You know, some people come and say, no, I'm not Sunni nor Shia, just Muslim. Well, do you accept the Imams? Yes or no? It's a yes or no question. You know, you cannot say yes and no. Either you accept them as your Imams, not just love them, obviously, that's not enough. Either you accept them as the source, divine source of knowledge, you accept them as Imam, muftarad al-ta'a, you have to obey them and follow them fully, or you don't. It's a yes or no question. If you say yes, I follow all the 12, you are the Shia. If not, then you're not. You know, there's nothing in between. Fatimiyya is a time that if you want to know today whether you have to take your knowledge from Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam or from the companions, you have to come to Fatimiyya. You have to understand, this is the importance of Fatimiyya. Unfortunately, we don't commemorate Fatimiyya enough. It's because we don't know her. We don't have her ma'rifah. We have not recognized her fully. We don't have her recognition. Unfortunately. Asma bint Umayr says, قال لي رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم قال لي رسول الله وقد كنت شهدت فاطمة وقد ولدت بعض أولادها فلم أرى لها دما. Fatima, Asma says that I was present when she gave birth to one of her kids, probably Imam Hassan or Imam Hussein, and I did not see any blood. I was wondering why. Prophet told me, إن فاطمة خلقت حورية في صورة إنسية. If you want to know why, it's because she is actually, her essence is حورية. خلقت في صورة إنسية. She is created in a face and posture of human, but she is actually حورية. وعلى معرفتها دارت القرون الأول. الله أكبر. This hadith says that based on her ma'rifah, the early ages were running. The early ages were running based on the ma'rifah of Fatima salamullah alayha. In hadith al-Kisa, at one point, unfortunately, these du'as and ziyarat, we just read them to get the thawab. We don't pay attention to the meaning of these du'as. In hadith al-Kisa, and I'm sure all of you have read that hadith, and most people don't pay attention to this fact. At one point, in hadith al-Kisa, Fatima al-Zahra salamullah alayha is the narrator of this hadith. She says, وَقَالَ اللَّهِ كَذَا وَكَذَا. She does not say that I heard from the Rasulullah that Allah said such and such. She does not say I heard from Jibreel that Allah said such and such. She says that Allah said, meaning that I heard the voice of Allah. قال Allah. This is Fatima. قال Allah. Man whom the angels ask Allah, who are these people under the Kisa? Hum Fatimatu wa ba'daha. She is the center. She is the center of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. When Allah wanted to introduce Khamsa al-Tayyiba, Panchtan, these great humans, to the angels, Allah introduced them through Fatima. They are Fatima and her father, her husband, and his sons. Fatima. And this shows that the angels knew about Fatima more than the others. Allah. Because you introduce a person by something or someone who you know more, who people know more. Fatima. It is a hadith that Amir al-Mu'mineen salawatullah wa salamuhu alayhi came to the Prophet and complained to Rasulullah, Ya Rasulullah, لقد عاتبتني رجال من قريش في أمر فاطمة وقالوا ختبناها إليك فمنعتنا وتزوجت عليا. He said, Amir al-Mu'min said that the people of Quraysh come and say that we came to ask the hand of Fatima, right, to marry her. But Prophet refused. And he agreed that she would marry you. They're complaining about this. Prophet said that I tell them, فَقُلْتُ لَهُمْ وَاللَّهُ مَا أَنَا مَنَعْتُ. I am not the one who prevented you from getting married to my daughter. I was not the one who said no to this marriage. Who was it? وَزَوَّجْتُهُ بَلِ اللَّهُ تَعَالَى مَنَعَكُمْ. But it was Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala who said no. وزوجه فهبط علي جبرائيل فقال يا محمد إن الله جل جلاله يقول لو لم أخلق عليا لما كان لفاطمة ابنتك كفو على وجه الأرض آدم فمن دونه صلوا على محمد وعلى محمد. It was Jibreel who came to me from Allah and said that Ya Rasulullah, Fatima does not have any kufu. There is no one equivalent to Fatima. If Ali was not created, no one would have been equivalent to her, and no one would have the right to did not deserve to marry her. Adam faman duna. Starting from the beginning of the humankind, Adam till the end. In the whole history of mankind, there is no one equivalent to Fatima. Adam. And when it comes to the martyrdom of such a lady, some of us decide to sit back and do nothing. Fatimiyya is about the martyrdom of such a lady. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم صلى على محمد لما خلق الله آدم وحواء تبخترا في الجنة. When Allah created Adam and Hawa, they were alone in the Jannah, in paradise. And they looked around and saw it only themselves. تبخترا. They were proud of themselves. MashaAllah, what Allah has created. فقال آدم لحواء ما خلق الله خلقا هو أحسن منا. Adam said to Hawa, look, Allah has not created anything better than us. فأوحى الله إلى جبرائيل, Allah sent واحد to Jibreel, ائت بعبدي الفردوس الأعلى. Take my servants to the Firdaus al-A'la, the highest place in heaven. Firdaus al-A'la. فلما دخل الفردوس نظر إلى جارية على درنوك من درانيك الجنة. When Adam and Hawa entered that highest position of paradise, they saw a lady sitting on one of the rugs or carpets of the Jannah. وعلى رأسها تاج من نور, and on her head there is a crown made out of light. وفي أذنيها, on her ears she's wearing قرطان من نور, earrings made out of light. قد أشرقت الجنان من نور وجهها. The whole Jannah has been enlightened and glorified by the light of this lady. فقال آدم حبيب جبرائيل. Adam said, oh my beloved Jibreel, من هذه الجارية? Who is this lady? التي قد أشرقت الجنان من حسن وجهها. Such a great lady that her light is, you can see her light all over the paradise. فقال هذه فاطمة. Jibreel said, this is Fatima bint Muhammad. النبي من ولدك يكون في آخر الزمان. قال فما هذا التاج? Jibreel said, this is Fatima. Adam said, what is this taj, this crown on her head? قال بعلها علي بن أبي طالب صلوات الله وسلامه عليه. That crown on her head resembles the Amir al-Mu'minin, our master Ali ibn Abi Talib. فما القرطان? What are those earrings? اللذان في أذنيها قال ولداها الحسن والحسين. Those earrings resemble الحسن والحسين. قال آدم حبيبي أخلق قبلي. Adam was wondering, subhanallah, said Jibreel, were these people created before me? قال هم موجودون في غامض علم الله قبل أن تخلق بأربعة آلاف سنة. They were created before you 4,000 years before your creation. This is Fatima salamullah alayha. And now that the time of Fatimiyya comes for us to commemorate the martyrdom of such a great lady. Now that you know her noble position in the eyes of Allah Ta'ala, you understand the pains that she went through. How painful it was when she was crushed behind the door. It's not just a normal lady. This is Fatima being behind the door. When that man called for wood, so he would burn the door, they told him that this is Fatima behind the door. Those companions behind the door, they knew that Fatima has a very high position. They said, Fatima is behind the door. He said, وَإِنْ وَعَلَى طَالِبٍ قَائِلُ اللَّعْنَ. He said, وَإِنْ, even if Fatima is behind the door, I would burn this house. You understand how painful it was when she was crushed behind the door, to the point that her baby was aborted, and she called Fizza to help her. May Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala help us to know her better, inshallah, and commemorate for her at the best of our ability, inshallah, in the days of Fatimiyya, inshallah ta'ala, with the help of Imam Mahdi. Ajjal Allah ta'ala farajah al-sharif. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. Please 3 salawat for the health and the reappearance of Imam Mahdi. Ajjal Allah farajah. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين ولعنة الله على أعدائهم أجمعين. السلام عليك يا صاحب العصر والزمان. السلام عليك بجوامع السلام. أشهدك يا مولاي أني أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأن محمدا عبده ورسوله لا حبيب إلا هو وأهله وأشهد أن أمير المؤمنين حجته والحسن حجته والحسين حجته وعلي بن الحسين حجته ومحمد بن علي حجته وجعفر بن محمد حجته وموسى بن جعفر حجته وعلي بن موسى حجته ومحمد بن علي حجته وعلي بن محمد حجته والحسن بن علي حجته وأشهد أنك يا صاحب الزمان حجة الله أنتم الأول والآخر وأن رجعتكم حق لا شك فيها. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. بأبي أنتم وأمي ونفسي وأهلي ومالي. In our ziyarat, especially in ziyarat Jama'ah, there is a great phrase in which we say to Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, بأبي أنتم وأمي ونفسي وأهلي ومالي. I pray to God and I wish that my father, my mother, nafsi, myself, ahli, my family, and mali, my wealth, would be sacrificed for your cause. Meaning Ahlul Bayt first, they are the first. You have to sacrifice everything for the sake of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. And we say this in our ziyarat, but unfortunately most of us, inshallah, none of us in this gathering act differently. We say that everything has to be sacrificed for the sake of Ahlul Bayt, but we do it different. When it comes to our belongings, when it comes to ourselves, when it comes to our, things that we own. We have to learn this lesson from Fatima salamullah alayha. In the first khutbah, I talked about her position. Adam faman dunnah. She is the greatest lady in the history of mankind. After Rasulullah, in the ranking of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, obviously we see them as nurun wahid, one light. But then they themselves have told us the rankings. First comes our Holy Prophet Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Then the scholars dispute whether it was Fatima or Ali then. Fatima and Ali. God knows which one comes first, which one comes next. Prophet, Fatima and Ali, and then Imam Hassan, and then Imam Hussein is the fifth. And according to several narrations, the one in the ranking of Ahlul Bayt who comes after Imam Hussein alayhi salam, قائمهم تاسعهم أفضلهم. Imam al-Mahdi ajjallahu ta'ala farajul sharif is the best one amongst the rest, meaning that the sixth ranking is for Imam Mahdi ajjallahu farajul sharif. Now, she would, Fatima with this high position, she sees herself in a position that she must sacrifice her life for the sake of Imam of her time. She comes behind the door to defend her Imam, Amirul Mu'mineen. She could have stayed at home. But she comes behind the door to defend the Imam of her time. What does that tell us, brothers and sisters? Fatima salamullah alayha tells us today that doesn't matter who you are, even if you are Fatima, you must defend the Imam of your time. You must defend the Imam of your time. And on the day of judgment, she can argue. She has hujjah against us. If we do not do that, if we do not support her, support the Imam of our time, she would come and say that I did that. I came behind the door. After Rasulullah, when no one would even say salam back to Ali, I came with him. I walked with him in the alleys and streets of Medina. We went door by door, knocked on the doors of the people of Medina to remind them of Ghadir. Even though I was in that high position, I was injured, I did that for the Imam of my time. Now, we should take Fatima salamullah alayha as our role model. It's the last day of the year, 2021. It's the best time to think back and see what we have done for them of our time. Today, as the year ends, just find a quiet place for yourself. Just 1 or 2 minutes. Think back. Count how many hours, how many minutes you have spent specifically for Imam Mahdi. Specifically for Imam Mahdi. How many minutes? How many hours? May Allah reward you for the things that you've done for him. But if you have shortcomings, make decision that in this year coming, be one of his real supporters. The most gharib and madloom person in the history of mankind is Imam Mahdi. Al-Mahdi, ajjalallahu ta'ala farajah. He is gharib, lonely. Someone came to Imam Hussein alayhi salam and said, Ya Hussein, Al-Anta al-Qa'im? Are you the Qa'im, the one who will uprise from the Ahlul Bayt? He said, no, I am not. Do you know who is? هو الغريب والفريد والطريد والشريد. He is the one who is lonely, who everyone has left him alone. He doesn't have a specific place, home. Sharid, Tarid. The most gharib and madloom Imam is our Imam Mahdi. In the year coming, make this decision, inshallah, that we will be one of his real supporters. Specifically now, in the time of Fatimiyya, do not let your Imam to sit alone and cry lonely for his mother Fatima. Attend these majalis. Hold majalis in your houses, your homes, for Fatimiyya. And do not let Imam Mahdi to be lonely in this tragedy. لما توفيت Fatima salamullah alayha. I will end with just 2-3 lines from the tragedy of Fatima salamullah alayha. لما توفيت شقت أسماء جيبها وخرجت فتلقاها الحسن والحسين. When Fatima salamullah alayha left this world, Asma came and informed Hassan wal Hussein فقال أين أمنا. They said, Imam Hassan and Hussein said to Asma, where is our mother Fatima? فسكتت فدخل البيت. Asma could not tell them that she has left this world. She was quiet. They entered the room. فحركها الحسين. Imam Hussein came next to the body of Fatima. He moved the body of his mother Fatima. فإذا هي ميتة. He saw that his mother Fatima is not moving. She has left this world. فقال يا أخاه آجرك الله في الوالدة. Imam Hussein said to Imam Hassan, may Allah reward you in this demise. وَخَرَجَا يُنَادِيَانْ يَا مُحَمَّدًا يَا أَحْمَدًا. They came out of the house shouting in the streets of Medina, يَا مُحَمَّدًا يَا أَحْمَدًا الْيَوْمْ جُدِّدَ لَنَا مَوْتُكَ إِذْ مَاتَتْ أُمُّنَا. They say that, Ya Rasulullah, our tragedy has been renewed when our mother passed away today. ثم أخبر عليا. Then they informed Ali, Amir al-Mu'mineen, while he was in the masjid, وهو في المسجد, فغشي عليه. Once Amir al-Mu'mineen was informed that his wife Fatima has left this world, فغشي عليه. He fainted. حتى رش عليه الماء. They came and sprinkled some water on his face. He woke up, he got up. ثم أفاق فحملهما حتى أدخلهما بيت فاطمة وعند رأسها أسماء تبكي. آجرك الله يا صاحب العصر والزمان. صلوا على محمد وعلى محمد وعلى اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. Let's end today's khutbah with dua and faraj inshallah. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا. صلوات